The Healthcare Executive MBA at St. Joseph's University has received a designation under the AOA Advanced Degrees Member Benefit for its unique industry-focused curriculum. I'd like to call again on Ed. Please talk about your coursework in general, and then maybe we'll pass it on to Dr. Tani Jamalingam to discuss the real-world application and our Capstone projects.
Sure, thank you. I have to say, one of the reasons why I selected to pursue the MBA degree was because I wanted not only the experience with healthcare management and understanding what the current environment is for healthcare, even on the small level with practices, but also the global level. The coursework I found tremendously stimulating. In fact, I really appreciated the medical innovations, which I thought was an amazing course. Dr. Tani, who is the instructor for that, of course, is here. And supply chain management, which interestingly, we were studying during the beginning of the coronavirus pandemic. And now, as we look back, of course, too, we see the lessons that we've learned there in terms of our narrow supply chains around the globe. The coursework has just opened my eyes, not only in terms of its applicability to the healthcare environment, but also in terms of life in general, securing mortgages or making investments personally and professionally. So it's been a tremendous advantage in that regard.
Great, thank you, Ed. Next, we'll hear from Dr. Jamalingam. Tani is a professor of pharmaceutical and healthcare marketing with focuses on areas such as supply chain, healthcare strategy, and particularly our Capstone project. So Tani, could you take a minute to talk about the kinds of projects that we cover and what kind of dividends does this type of work affect outside of the virtual classroom?
Absolutely, yeah. So our Capstone course is at the very end of the program. To kind of give you a top line, I'm going to talk about a few of these projects just to name them. One of the projects was artificial intelligence in reducing length of stay, which is a very specific project. Telehealth in psychiatry and mobile health strategy, where you go into the communities and provide care. All these three projects, the students developed the projects, identified the cost and the revenue issues with respect to how this is going to impact their profit and the bottom line, look at the social impact, and then they did complete financials, both on the cost side and the revenue side, and they were actually presented this to the senior leadership within the company that they are part of, and it gives about an $8 million revenue impact on the health system, I should say. And in fact, the CEO told me that they actually are going to go ahead with all those three projects for implementation. So it is really directly related to the outcomes. So before I complete, I want to make a comment about Frank. Hi, Frank. I hope you're working on your project that you did on sinoballoonplasty. If I remember, that's your project that you worked on for controlling migraines.
Yeah, hi, Tani. Yes, I did. In fact, I have been awarded the patent that you helped me get. So now we're in the process of actually putting that to active use in anesthesia and helping with migraines and headaches and assisting the anesthesia for in-office nasal and sinus work.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
good work.
Yeah, thank you. And I just wanted to echo some of Dr. Tani's points. It was the Capstone project was very well organized. It was 2 months. We met on a regular basis with our groups. Our group was, I think, 4 or 5 students. We became very close. Multiple professors had helped. We also had a CEO from Jefferson who was available for us as well for questions and answers. Yeah, and our topic was the future of primary care medicine and try to give a snapshot of what it would look like in 10 years. It was very pertinent. It was very applied. And I was also wanted to share with everybody that I was very pleasantly surprised about how my studies at St. Joe's applied to my personal practice. So I thought that was very helpful and it kept me engaged in the 2 years. And it went by in a blink of an eye. And I really enjoyed it. I really encourage everybody to consider these programs.
Great. Many thanks to Ed, to Frank, and to Tani for the Q&A for this Healthcare Executive MBA program at St. Joseph's University. Please visit sju.edu/AOA for more information.